The Supreme Court said this was a matter for the states to decide. And I know the Iowa court a few years ago, Supreme Court had said that they didn't, in part, basically, they didn't see any biological evidence to support marriage being between a man and a woman. And, you know, they need some basic plumbing lessons.
Jimmy LaSalvia doesn't want to be in the same political party as guys who say things like that. Jimmy LaSalvia is the founder of GOProud, the conservative activist group of gay and lesbian Republicans. On Monday, Jimmy LaSalvia posted this on his blog: "I just can't bring myself to carry the Republican label any longer. You see, I just don't agree with the big government conservatives who run the party now. The other reason I am leaving is the tolerance of bigotry in the GOP. The current leadership lacks the courage to stand up to it. I'm not sure they ever will. I have worked hard to help to create an atmosphere on the right where conservatives can openly support gay Americans and even support same-sex marriage. In that effort, we have won. But there is more work to do to root out the anti-gay and other forms of bigotry in the party. So I changed my voter registration today. No party." Joining me now in a Last Word exclusive is co-founder and former executive director of GOProud, Jimmy LaSalvia. Jimmy, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. And, you know, we out here on the other side watching gay Republicans over the last few years have just wondered how you can bear what you've borne within that party. And I just want to show one clip of a moment during the Republican presidential primaries, during those debates, and I want to get your reaction to what you were feeling when you saw this. Let's watch this.
In 2010, when I was deployed to Iraq, I had to lie about who I was because I'm a gay soldier, and I didn't want to lose my job. My question is, under one of your presidencies, do you intend to circumvent the progress that's been made for gay and lesbian soldiers in the military?
Jimmy, what were you feeling when your party was booing?
Well, Lawrence, I was there that night in Florida when that question was asked, and I certainly reacted strongly, and like most Americans, thought about my gay friends and family who were serving in the military at that time having to be in the closet. Or excuse me, no, that was after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed. But at that time, it was something that hit home for me. But I have to tell you, you know, you asked me how could I do it. The reason I did it for so long is because the grassroots of the conservative movement, the activists in the grassroots aren't that way. And my friends in the conservative movement have always been accepting and supportive of me and other gay Americans. It's frankly the leadership that's out of touch. The leadership of the Republican Party is so out of touch, they don't even know how their own base feels. And they're so beholden and paralyzed by the fear of backlash from the forces of intolerance on the right that they tolerate moments such as that or others. I mean, more recently, you had Republican National Committee man Dave Agema in Michigan. He has had many anti-gay rants, and just recently an anti-Muslim rant on Facebook that's gone uncommented on and not denounced by the chairman. And there are just so many examples of times when leadership of the Republican Party has tolerated bigotry that it's just unacceptable in 2014. And I came to realize that the Republican Party just doesn't represent my principles and values. And I'm not alone. You know, 42% of Americans identify as independents, and now I'm one of them. I'm in the new majority of people who don't feel represented by either party. And, I still care about our country, and I want to work with that 42% to make our country better.
Jimmy,
I'm just not going to do it as a Republican.
Jimmy, you've been in real political strategy discussions with professional Republicans. What do you think is Reince Priebus's calculation in allowing, if not steering, his party in this anti-gay, bigoted direction?
Well, honestly, I think that Chairman Priebus intellectually knows that the bigotry in the party is detrimental to winning elections. He knows that it's causing people to turn away from the Republicans, but he just doesn't have a backbone to stand up to him. I mean, there are forces on the right who make their living demonizing gay people, and Chairman Priebus doesn't have the backbone to stand up to them. Here's the thing. Too many in leadership in the Republican Party have counted on a small sliver of voters as their count on voters every election. And they're so afraid of giving up those people that they don't realize how many multitudes of others they're turning off by kowtowing to them.
Jimmy LaSalvia, founder of GOProud, thank you very much for joining us tonight, Jimmy, and enjoy your new political independence.
I love the freedom. Thank you.